short kick. It's taken at the 23. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw on that play. No gain.
Yes! Ready! You waiting?
Now Breeze throwing on second down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Ready! You waiting? Ready, what's that?
They go play action here on first down. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Eric Armstead in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. They go play action for Ingram. Now Breeze. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. On fourth down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And Lutz puts this one through. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Cameron Jordan in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Sheldon Rankins with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. On second down, here's Garoppolo. A dump down to McKinnon. And at the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. And it's caught by Selleck. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. They'll roll him out right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Screen play, McKinnon. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Garoppolo now, first down throw. And Selleck here, left side. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Jerick McKinnon, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. Gold with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
The tackle by Eric Armstead. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this.
Here we go. Get set, get set.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. That one complete to Hill. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze gets this one to Hill. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. Over the middle, it's Thomas. Now he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And now running right through it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Here we go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Well, this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards.
Hey, easy.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Will Lutz on for the point after. That's good on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On first down, Garoppolo. Complete to the right. This is Garcon. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. First down. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Good coverage that time by Patrick Robinson. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. A hat tip to P.J. Williams there defensively, making sure that one didn't find its target. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Sliding out of the pocket. And he rifles one incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And now it's second down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas, and even 40 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line. Breeze now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now Breeze, buying time to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Here we go. Ready. Ready.
Breeze going to try and throw on third down. That's caught. It's Thomas. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and that'll bring up second down. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now Breeze throwing on second down. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now third down.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. Breeze now on 3rd and goal. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now McKinnon to start the drive. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play, Garoppolo to Garcon. 51 yards.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kyle Juszczyk, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Niners, if they can convert the extra point, they'll grab the lead. Gold to add the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. Back now here live in New Orleans. Well, the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Malcolm Smith there for the stop.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On second down, here's Breeze. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
The Saints on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. They go play action for Ingram. Now Breeze. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Breeze now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Thomas has got it complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much running room. Down to the 32. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The play fake to Ingram. Now it's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Here's Breeze. And he's going to go down again. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Time for a break. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49ers offense now. They work their way back onto the field.
Hey, come on.
Now Garoppolo. He'll buy some time right. And his throw is incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Garoppolo. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They run once more with McKinnon, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
11.
Back to throw, Garoppolo. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And the Niners move the chains as Garoppolo hooks up with Taylor. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Garoppolo now, perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Garoppolo to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll go as a loss of 5, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. That last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Breeze gives it up to Ingram. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he's got room. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams go back. You throw it low, you likely cost yourself the game.
And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. What can Garoppolo do now with his drive? Over the middle to Garcon. And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And the Saints signal for another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. The Niners on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Dancing to his left. Now the ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a costly turnover there as the ball will be spotted 1st and goal at the 5-yard line. And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder, maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here, field goal or a touchdown now. And he's able to split the uprights. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed...